There's a conflict surrounding you, a conflict aimed at undermining your masculinity and the essence of who you are. Every day, you encounter discussions about inequality, but this very discourse is designed to create a disparity between your true self and the version that societal conditioning wants you to adopt. Here's the tough truth. Contemporary feminism has morphed into a social trend, and men have become the scapegoats, portrayed as the root of all violence and abuse. You often hear advocates of this perspective argue against generalizations, yet their entire movement relies on sweeping generalizations to keep men subdued. Men are seen as adversaries, vilified as the oppressive patriarchy, and demonized in the struggle for gender equality. Many men feel compelled to apologize for their mere existence, for being born male. You often hear men who have been influenced by these ideas say, "I'm sorry for being a man. I don't have the right to contribute to discussions about women's rights." Reflect on that for a moment. You're being told to apologize for your identity, while women frequently express their opinions on men's rights, constantly dictating what men should and shouldn't do. This discussion isn't intended to disparage women, as that would be another form of generalization. Many women deserve appreciation and love from their partners. Today, we focus on the overwhelming influence of social conditioning that seeks to emasculate men, compelling them to apologize for their identity. In today's world, women often hold men accountable for misogyny, but rarely accept accountability for their feminist stance. The prevailing narrative frequently affords women preferential treatment. Men have aspirations, dreams, and emotions just as women do. Men are not the embodiment of the patriarchy that some women seek to dismantle. Remember, misogyny and patriarchy are systems, not individuals. Thomas Shelby from Peaky Blinders offers a strong perspective on apologies, suggesting that each apology is like removing bricks from a wall. Eventually, the entire structure will collapse. So, returning to the main point, what are some things men should never apologize for? Let's explore 6 key aspects. Key 1. For prioritizing self-care. Because of our careers or relationships, it can be challenging to make time for ourselves, invest in ourselves, or even prioritize our well-being. It's important to understand the delicate balance between selfishness and selflessness. We all possess some degree of self-interest, which can be beneficial. Why? Because we cannot take care of others until we learn to care for ourselves. One of the most rewarding things in life is finding ways to contribute to others, but you should never apologize for prioritizing your own need. You have your own purpose, meaning, and worth, and you must show this by taking care of yourself. Investing in yourself doesn't just mean acquiring physical assets, but also enhancing your mental assets and knowledge. Only when you have value within yourself can you share it with others. Consider a cup of tea. If one person has a half-full cup, while another has a full cup, who do you think can share more? The same applies to your personal value. Take time to build your inner value. You are not selfish for doing so, but rather setting yourself up for success. Key 2. For your achievements. In today's world, everyone's definition of success varies. Some equate it with money, status, value, or peace of mind. The key ingredients for success are hard work and perseverance in the face of challenges. To attain the best things in life, you must strive and work hard for them, pursuing your desires relentlessly. Success is hard-earned and requires significant sacrifices over time, but if you are making the effort now, you will achieve it eventually. As a high-value individual who reaches their goals, you should never apologize for your accomplishments. Society often criticizes what it cannot achieve, leading to disdain for successful individuals. However, an honest person who earns their success justly should never feel the need to apologize for it. Key 3. For seeking knowledge. From a young age, we are often taught to sit quietly, be well-behaved, and conform. While this can instill good manners, it can also lead to a detrimental habit of not questioning anything. This turns you into someone who accepts every agenda and product without scrutiny. A key trait of high-value individuals is their inquisitive nature. There's a saying, the leader shapes the role doesn't shape the leader. This means that even great leaders should be questioned. If you disagree with an idea or concept, you should voice your concerns, especially if it could negatively impact others or jeopardize your organization's main goals. A person should be ready to face criticism in exchange for doing what is right. Never apologize or fear questioning a plan, idea, or action. You might be disliked for challenging others, but as the saying goes, it's better to die standing than live kneeling. Key 4. For pursuing your dreams, every significant action begins in the mind. The dreams you hold shape your mindset, and your reality eventually aligns with your mindset, whether it's in a month or a year. Never apologize for the visions you have or the goals you want to achieve for yourself and your loved ones. It's your life, and only you can determine its course. If you have a dream to chase, only you can understand its importance and what it means for your life. Key 5. For maintaining discipline and setting boundaries, many men face criticism for being disciplined. Often, relationships end because a woman feels unloved as her partner is focused on his purpose. This doesn't mean you need to become a workaholic, but if you are dedicated to your goals and others criticize you for it, remember not to apologize. For instance, if you decline an offer to eat something that would ruin your diet plans, others may not care about your fitness and nutrition goals and thus won't face the consequences. Don't let people pressure you into actions that go against your objectives. There are two types of people: those who allow others to push them around and never reach their full potential, and those who stand firm. Achieving your goals requires grit, and if you let others make you feel bad for having boundaries, you not only slow down your progress, but risk not achieving your goals at all. Key 6. For trying and failing. Failure is painful and exhausting, but it only feels like wasted effort if you give up. There will be times when you attempt to explain why you failed at a task or job, but you are not obligated to justify your failures to anyone. You might think that explaining yourself will make others empathize, but it often doesn't. Failure is an opportunity to learn from your mistakes and improve. This is nothing to be ashamed of. So be courageous and accept failure as a part of growth. Remember, a real man acknowledges his mistakes and apologizes when he is wrong. However, there are things you should never apologize for, and your masculinity is one of them. Set virtuous boundaries and maintain them regardless of the criticism you may receive. Also, don't forget to show some support by subscribing and hitting the like button for the algorithm. To discover more ways to elevate yourself as a man, watch these recommended videos here.